Skidoo. The launch off the line from the inside. Looks like the stud boy hole shot might very well be grabbed by Hunter Patnode.
And Hunter Patnode, this is big for him. I know he wants it last night. So unfortunate, not only for him, but his teammate Lincoln Lemieux.
And now Adam Renheim coming into the mix on the number 311 sled as Renheim takes the lead from Patnode over the Amsoil finish line jump. Patnode getting a little Kyle Pauline to his side, and they are stacked up 3 wide behind him. Logan Christian in the mix there along with Patnode.
Yeah, Adam Renheim coming into this weekend, him and his mechanic Kyle Sackett, they had said they've been making some changes to the sled, and we've seen that paying off already. Strong qualifier performances for Renheim yesterday, and he was our number 3 qualifier heading into the main event. Look
at this 3-way dance here for the number 3 spot, sneaking up on the inside. That'll be Aki Palaya. Palaya piles into the side of Logan Christian. Kyle Pauline takes that Lavalley Racing Red Bull Polaris down to the inside. Christian got the worst end of that deal.
That's right. We see Hunter Patnode still hanging up there, getting bunched up in the corners. That tends to happen. You're coming off these fast straightaways, these corners, they are tight. That is for sure. That inside line looks to be favorable right now in the Polaris corner as they head into the Ram corner.
Adam Renheim has jetted out to a 3-second lead. We're watching the battles here for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, with Patnode still hanging on to 2nd. Getting a handful here from Aki Palaya. And Palaya's got Senor Smiley, Kyle Pauline nipping at his heels as they come around the Polaris turn. That jams everybody up in the slow speed corner as they hit the launch into the Arctic Cat rhythm section and then that U.S. Air Force flyaway.
And I was speaking with Master Technician for Sharing Speed Sports, Elliot Burns, earlier today, as well as Hunter Patnode, to get the lowdown on what happened yesterday in Hunter's wreck. He, of course, did not line up for the final. He did. He took the start, but was unable to continue. They wanted to send him to the hospital. They were afraid he may have fractured his scapula and his pelvis, but it turns out, good news, it's just bruised. So he's hurting a little bit today, but he's saddling up here, and he seems to be looking strong currently in 2nd.
And that shows you what kind of athletes these Amsoil Pro riders are, to be able to ride when their bodies are beaten, banged up, and maybe not necessarily 100%. So Patnode keeping that U.S. Air Force Amsoil Skidoo in the number 2 spot. Aki Palaya riding for Dean Motorsports, his first weekend of competition on Amsoil Championship Snowcross powered by Ram trucks this season.
And Aki has actually been practicing for about 2 months back home, and now back up front we see Adam Renheim currently leading the pace still. Very, very strong lead. Look at that gap over 2nd.
Adam Renheim had the quickest time in the Amsoil Pro practice sessions held in the daylight hours. Now, of course, we're under the lights. The track a little bit different after the re-grooming, and Adam Renheim certainly finding it to his liking on his Skidoo as he charges back through that Skidoo and FXR rhythm section past the Makita Power Tower.
I spoke with Adam a little bit after the Dubuque rounds at the Tyson's Snowcross National, and he said he had found really good speed on Friday night. He was able to work his way up to 8th after starting near the back of the pack. And yes, he did go forward 6 positions, but he said, a guy like me who knows what it takes to win a race and be on the podium, it is very hard to be satisfied, even with moving forward 6 positions in that 8th place finish.
1 round to go. Jacob Yerk was on the top step of the podium. He is not having a good first round qualifying effort here tonight. He sits back in the 6th position, looking up ahead at Logan Christian in front of him. So those 2 Arctic Cats back there in spots 5 and 6 as we work into the closing laps here of this Amsoil Pro qualifier.
And Jacob Yerk, of course, last night's round 5 pro winner. He said, yeah, a win does feel good. That first career pro win for Jacob Yerk yesterday, but today's a new day. And he said, in fact, the track is going to shape up completely different. What we're going to see are more lines to choose from. So any rider who may have had success last night, that doesn't necessarily translate tonight too.
Yerk powers it into that Arctic Cat rhythm section. Long double there before the U.S. Air Force flyaway. Meanwhile, up front, Adam Renheim jetting out to 4.5 seconds of lead over Hunter Patnode as Palaya maintains the 3rd spot. Renheim looking over his shoulder there over the U.S. Air Force flyaway to see where 2nd place is. Probably can't even see him.
And on a very tight track like this, he's looking behind him because this track is so tight. He's trying to hear, they're listing the snowmobiles around them. How close are they? But when you have one to your left, sometimes it can be hard to tell if they're actually behind you or on the opposite side of the track. So just looking over the shoulder, seeing how much of a lead he has out front. Currently 4.525 seconds over 2nd.
Renheim will be coming to the white flag this time as he comes across the Amsoil finish line jump as you round the corner with him from above. scooting through that ram turn, using that little berm that's built up on the outside edge there to square the sled up for the Skidoo at FXR rhythm sections.
Man, this would be such a big heat race win. His first heat race win for the Green Mountain Racing crew and Adam Renheim as he closes in on the final rhythms of this one.
So Renheim will pick up the win in this AMSOIL qualifier. Hunter Patnode will finish in the second position. Aki Palaya will put his Theme Motorsports Skidoo in for third, followed by Kyle Pauline in fourth, Logan Christian, then it's Jacob Bjork and Cole Coutu who will complete the field here in this first of 2 rounds of AMSOIL Pro qualifying. We've got a stacked deck coming up here for